Welcome back, everyone. Big Moon Arcade in the shop, and this is what we're working on right now. This is the radar scope cabinet that I showed you guys here a few weeks ago, and it was just impossible to source radar scope parts, which was kind of a bummer. But then, it was like, having a red Donkey Kong would really be cool too. In fact, super cool, majorly cool. So that's what we decided to do, and we're making progress on it here. This is just kind of an update. We're not there yet, but this is where we were at. Pretty much the cosmetic stuff here. We've got about most of that done. Did a bunch of paint matching. Check this out. You go down to Lowe's, get some paint swatches, find something that matches. You go down to Lowe's and they'll, for like $5, they'll mix you up one of these. And so you get these old cabinets, and you don't want to tear the vinyl off, but like now you can start seeing that's painted. But when you're back here, you can't tell. You can't tell. You can't tell how much of this is painted until you really start looking. Down there at the bottom, we had some huge gouges down here. We filled them in and then we painted them. And you also have to consider when you're in the arcade lighting, it's gonna make it all invisible too, but got new reproduction Mike's Arcade metal pieces here. Mike's Arcade control panel. Absolutely beautiful reproduction. I mean, phenomenal. Looks, feels, sounds like the original. Amazing. Now this is an original, people. This is not a reproduction. This is an original Donkey Kong marquee. And it actually even has a Commonwealth of Kentucky tax stamp on it from 1984. How awesome is that? We're gonna leave it there because it's awesome. Also an original bezel in fabulous condition. 1981. This is when it all happened, people. This was like the time. This was like the golden age. Man, I'll tell you what. A lot of you guys, aren't old enough to have been there. I'm blessed that I was there. I was there when it happened for real. And gosh, it was so awesome. I just can't even tell you. But that's what we try to do at the Big Moon, is make that feeling come back. So check out this one slot Nintendo coin door. We, of course, cleaned it up. And we put a new lock on it. And look how simple that is. We got the one mech, we got the counter, we got 35,000 plays, and there we go. So we got, basically this is just a little cosmetic tour here. We're not done with the cosmetics. Obviously we need to get the T-molding on there. This T-molding, this is new, it came with a control panel, but this is, we're gonna replace that. We'll do that last. But the guts, the electronics, this thing has like the weirdest, most obscure monitor in it ever. It's like the TV in a box. There's no monitor frame. It's just like in a box. So it's kind of sort of like a 20EZ, and it's kind of sort of like some other Sanyos, but it's not. So I rebuilt it. I just kind of winged it. Some of it kind of sort of matches like the rebuild kit on a Sanyo 20EZ or some of the other Sanyos, but it's not. It's its own weird thing. Stuff's in different places. Values are different on capacitors, so anyway, it comes on. It seems to work. These Nintendos have like the weirdest little video connectors, so I can't like just hook it up to my TPG like I normally would. So I plugged in the, I'll show you here, the Donkey Kong 3 board in here. I plugged this thing in, and You know, it sent some kind of it wants to sort of kind of work. It sent some colors up there to the monitor that looked good, a bright blue and bright red. But you know, the board, this thing was in it, the Donkey Kong 3 board, it didn't work. It tried, it kind of did something. So I mean, I think the monitor's probably gonna work, but I don't know. Not till we get a real working known PCB in there and we can check it. But we did get the power supply situation squared away. It's not in here. Went to the wrong spot. It's right here on the bench, Babel. So you've got the original transformer here, the Mike's Arcade adapter. So put it in here, and your plugs for your power supply plug in right here, and everything's cool. And these monitors run on 100 volts. You just basically plug them in right there. And the marquee light also runs on 100 volts. So, you know, it's a little different type of a deal. But it's awesome. Totally different animal to work on. You know, I'm used to working on these Bally Midway games and JAMMA games. This is the first Nintendo. I mean, and what a way to break yourself in, huh? Cut your teeth on a vintage red Nintendo cabinet. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. But there it is. I mean, it's looking sweet. Just wanted to show it to you. Pretty stoked. It looks good. I think it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be Babel. I know it's going to be completely awesome. So I'm just going to leave it at that. We'll get another video up here when we get it running. And we'll check it out some more. But I wanted you to see where it was. I wanted you to share in the excitement of its beauty. You never mind that it doesn't work. It looks killer. I'm tempted to just put it in the house and look at it because it looks so killer. And the marquee lights up too if I turn it on. So, you know, that's awesome. Can't play Donkey Kong yet, but yeah, you know, one thing at a time. So thanks for coming along wherever you are, and whoever you are, have a wonderful day. This is the 4th of July, so hey, congratulations on being an American. And if you're not from America, well, that's, you know, it's not your fault. So, you know, that's cool too. So, but we appreciate you. And I'm glad you dropped by to see us and share in the glory of the red Donkey Kong. Because there is not very many things. It's a 5-slot too, people. Just so you know, it's 5-slot. There aren't very many things that are much more cool than that. So yeah, happy 4th of July, and we will see you on the next video.